is Ultimate Prime, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Grimlock from the Authentics line. Now, this is a line that you'll find at like discount stores, like the dollar stores and things like that. It doesn't actually say Authentics on it, but that is the line that it's from. So let's take a quick look at the packaging so we can see what's going on here. As you can see, it has a picture of Grimlock on there. It looks like he's getting ready to blast his fire out of his mouth. A picture of him in his dinosaur mode. And if you turn it here on the side, you have that same picture of Grimlock. And if you look on the back, you see that he transforms in 7 steps. And that he is the legendary Dinobot leader. And that's enough for the packaging. So let's take a quick look at the figure himself. So, Grimlock looks pretty nice. I can tell you that this line, as I can see, is, as far as I can tell, is aimed at smaller children, younger ages. As a matter of fact, Grimlock was actually one of the only figures that I saw that I really kind of liked, or, wanted to give a chance. And so, just taking a look at him from the sides, he looks pretty nice from the back. When you first get him in the package now, this part here, this whole back piece, is off. So you have to put the head on and you have to put the part on the back. So you can take that off, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But let's just take a quick look at the front of him. You see he has the Autobot insignia right there on the chest. He's got a nice little color here in the front, that gold and that red. One of the things I don't really like is the head sculpt. It kind of makes him look like a alien from Predator or something. Because, it doesn't totally look like the usual Grimlock head. So I didn't really like that too much, but, it's not a big problem. The bottom of the legs, has some blue on there. Looks okay. One thing about the legs is they're pretty hollow back here. So you see there's just a ton of space here. Like I said, he does have the backpack, and you can take it off. And so if you want to take it off, you can just pull it from right here. And it slides off. Like I said, it comes detached when you first get him. And you can make sure that he doesn't have a backpack at all, which is okay. I actually prefer him with the backpack. It just, to me, it looks a little bit more like Grimlock's classic look. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. But if you would like to do that, you can take this part off. It's really easy to attach. You just make sure that you put these 2 edges in here and put that back in, and he's good to go. There's some little holes back here to plug them in. Make sure you don't rip them apart. There you go. And so there he goes. Let's just take a quick look at his articulation. The head does move from left and right. It actually moves a little bit back and forward too. So you can look up, down, and turn. His shoulders, they come off easy. But they have a little bit of movement, not very much, but they can move here at the shoulders. His elbows on a ball joint, so it can turn left and right and move up and down. His hands don't move, and he's got those hands that are kind of built into the dinosaur mode, which doesn't actually bother me with this one. I think because it's not completely covered here, his hand's not completely covered, I actually like it a little bit better. So you still can see the top and you can see the front, even though these sides are a little bit covered. And that doesn't bother me too much. I don't usually like it when they cover the whole hand, but this is okay. He has no waist articulation. On the legs, it's on a ball joint, so it can move forward and back. Can move up, side to side. There's no swivel here in the legs, but he does have some knee bend, so he can bend his knee due to the transformation. And that's pretty much it for his articulation. So I love to do some size comparisons, so that's what we're going to do. Let me get him standing up. And let's see. Here he is with, knock knocked him down. But here he is with a deluxe. Well, actually, he's not deluxe class. He's warrior class, which is basically the same as deluxe, but with warrior class Grimlock from the RID line. And you see how he squares up. He's pretty much a Voyager size, so he's of course going to be bigger than warrior class. Here he is with a Voyager Grimlock. Now, this Voyager is actually bigger than him. Not by much, but by a little. You can see he's a little bit bigger there on the head. So he's kind of in between that Voyager and deluxe size, but I would say he's closer to a Voyager size. So, and he's having a little bit of trouble standing here. So that may be something, maybe because of those hollow legs, he might have a little trouble, especially if you keep the back piece on. See if I can get him to stand up. There he goes. And so there you can see him with another Voyager. Here he is with the Dino King, a third-party Grimlock, just to see how he looks compared to him. Now, what I want to do is get him into transformation, and in order to transform him, what we're going to do is we're going to take these legs. We actually can connect them here. There's a little connection point here in the middle. So we can push the legs together and fold them up. But before we fold them up completely, what we want to do is pull this part back. It's on a hinge, so you want to pull this hinge up here to the top and over his head so that the chest part can get ready to close down over it. Then this part right here, his arms are going to become the legs, so you want to turn them here forward so that they can become the legs. Actually, go ahead and push this part completely closed, and let's snap it. It's got some little snaps right up here in the chest. Close that. You might as well put the head on, and there you have them mostly configured. Then the legs here, you just want to turn the feet around, and these legs here, you want to fit them in. There's two little slots here in the back, and you just want to make sure that they go up and clamp into there, or cover that anyway. And I'm having a little trouble getting that. Let's see. And there you go. There he is in his, oh wait a minute, let me get there. There you go. There he is in his dino mode. And here he is from the front. Here he is from the side. Here he is from the back. And there he is from the other side. Let's just take a quick look at him. His face, his mouth doesn't move, so it kind of makes him look a little bit docile, like a nice little docile Grimlock. So it's very child friendly, but it doesn't really look totally like Grimlock because he's so, with that mouth closed. I mean, I think Grimlock should be like roaring or something, but I mean, it's still a good sculpt. But for some reason, it just kind of makes me look. It just makes me think it looks really childlike with them clothes like that. I don't know why. But anyway, so let's just take a quick look at his articulation. The little dinosaur arms do move up and down. You can turn them fully, swivel them around. The legs can move back and forward, a little in and out. They have knee bend here, so he can bend at the knee. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you could pretend like his head is moving, but you'd have to unpop it like that, which looks kind of weird. But I mean, I suppose his head can go up and down a little, but yeah, you have to detach his neck, which doesn't look right. So let's attach his neck up, and yeah, there he is in his dinosaur mode. Now, let's compare him to a deluxe Grimlock. And he's a little bit bigger than the Deluxe, but the Deluxe actually has a pretty nice little size comparison on him. But there he is compared to a Deluxe. And here he is with a Voyager Grimlock. And as you can just see the size there. And with the Voyager. So I mean, he's definitely a decent size. He matches up with most of the other Grimlocks that I've seen. So yeah, so he's definitely a good size. Let's go ahead and transfer him back real quick, which is fairly easy. You can just pop this head up, pull these legs out, and untab them. Open this chest, and get them over the arms here. Which I'm having trouble doing. There we go. Let's get on. Oh, okay. So this little part came off, but it's easy enough to reattach. So let's reattach this on here. There we go. Pull this part down, and there's a few little holes here, and there's some little pegs right here. You just make sure that they go in there so that it's nice and tight. And then pull these arms around. And there you have Grimlock back in his robot mode. And, I mean, he looks pretty cool. He doesn't come with any weapons, but he does have some little holes right here in his hand so he can fit some weapons. So, let's just take a little weapon here, put a little sword in his hand or something. He doesn't come with any, which is unfortunate. I wish he came with some. That would look nice. But he can hold the usual Transformers weapons. So if you have any extras around, you can always give those to him. And there he is. He looks pretty good. So all in all, I have to say that for the price, I think he was about $10. Like I said, he's being sold at some of the discount stores and things like that. I think he looks pretty good. I didn't really like the head sculpt, but, you know, there's not too much to say about that. And then he's got these little hollow legs. But overall, he's actually a pretty good figure. I mean, he's really just not bad. So that's my complete review on Grimlock. Before I go, I just want to remind you that if you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it. And I'll definitely have some more videos on the way. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you later.